Orchestral maneuvers in the dark, if you leave. Let's play all the different sections of the song right off the top. Afterwards, go back through. I'll give you some more explanation, little guidance if you need that. Please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. Be greatly appreciated. I'm coming out with lots of videos, so you want to stay tuned for that. All right, let's get on into this. OMD, if you leave. Alright, so this song has a lot of different sections, kind of intermixed, key shifted, bouncing around in these parts. Once you get them though, like there's essentially two parts and each one gets key shifted, and they just get moved around with the interlude in there. Okay, so this intro, it's essentially the first verse pattern as well, but it just kind of plays around with the chords a little differently. It'll start with the F chord, then do a D minor, and then it hits this B flat, right? But it doesn't quite change it by the next measure, right? It kind of keeps it into the fourth measure for a couple beats, and then just, drops in that C really quick towards the end. First chorus that happens in the intro, happens the first time, and this is also the first chorus that happens after the saxophone solo. All right, things get key shifted, sax happens, and then they go back. So just got to put all these notes up in front compositionally so that you can follow along. Okay, so initially it's pretty simple, just a D chord. All right, and we do a G. And with the G, you want to add that 3 on the B string just to keep that note going. Okay, to an A. Back to that G. Okay, and we repeat that progression a couple times. and then we do a D chord that just kind of hangs and transitions into the next section. Verse pattern, move around a little bit. We're going to go to an F chord for a measure. Okay, D minor, so open D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, 1 on the E, 1 measure. B flat, 1 on the A, bar the 3 on the D, G, B. And then a C after that, and I just kind of like to keep this shape, bring it up 2 frets, 3 on the A, 5 on the D, G, B. Right. And essentially the next area, we're going to repeat the first 2 chords again. So the F, D minor, but now we throw in this new little thing where we're just going to drop in an A minor instead of that B flat, and then we do the B flat after that. Just kind of bump that C out of there. Right. And after that, we would go back to how we did it the first time. All right, and just do that a couple times. So it's this little shuffle that happens. So you gotta stay on your toes. All right, so let's just play this whole thing through so you get a feel of it. Okay, after that first chorus, then we get to the second verse, and this is also the pattern that's happening at the outro when the second synth solo that gets key shifted happens. And this is key shifted from the first verse. Everything just gets bumped up 2 frets or 1 whole step. All right, so now we're at G, E minor, C, to D. All right, and the little shuffle that happens, G, E minor, then B minor to C. Okay, and then we would repeat that first 4 measures after that. Okay, after the first key shift verse happens, of course, we're going to have the key shifted chorus. So this is technically the second chorus that happens in the song, and this is also the last chorus that happens in the song. All right, so this will be bumped up the same as the other, just bump it up 2 frets, 1 whole step. So now the new progression is E, A, B, back to A. All right. And a special note with this, we would go through that progression twice, and then where you think we would go back to the E, kind of relative to where the first chorus, how that would leave with the D, I know we're bumped up to, it's different because the interlude happens at that point, and the interlude kicks off with a C chord. So a little funky thing there too. All right, so let's just try this second chorus key shifted up to speed. All right, now we get to the interlude / saxophone solo area, and we're leaving off from that C chord that happened at the end of that second chorus. Okay, so we're just kind of coming off of that C. All right, then we move to an A, D, B flat, kind of start it over now, C, A, finish it with the F to a G. And that'll get us into our chorus, which is the first reverted chorus, all right? It goes back to that original unshifted chorus. Right, and a fun little bass riff that happens at the end of the last chorus. Okay, so coming off of the interlude, we did the original unshifted chorus, and then it goes back into the shifted chorus. So at the end of that one, instead of hitting the C like we would the first time to get us into the interlude, now we do what we think logically would happen is we just end on the E chord. Alright, but there's this little bass thing that happens there too that's fun. So we hit an open A, and then we just do this bend on 5 of the D. Okay, so fun little thing there if you want to include that part. Into the synth solo here. Kicks off at 5 on the high E, and we're just going to go 5, 3, 5. And then we're going to do some double notes here, like a set of 3 double notes here. Just like that style. All right, and you just want to do that twice. All right, now we're going to scale it up. Come up to 6, do 4 doubles. Up to 8, do 3 doubles there, and then just do a quick slide up 8 to 10. Synth solo 2, key shifted, so it's exactly what we just did, just everything's up 2 frets. So we got 7, 5, 7. Hit some 7s. Okay, bring it up to 8s. Do a few of those. Up to 10s. 10 to 12. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.